This video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Stay tuned to hear more. Okay, I hope the camera is straight. It looks straight to me, but lately, I can never be sure anymore. Hello, welcome to the video. Today, we are here talking about my 2025 favorites for video making, vlogging, editing, YouTubing in general. The past few years, I've been a full-time YouTuber as a job, which has been probably like the best thing that could ever happen to me. Not only do I like documenting my life, but I also want to document my process, and I feel like every once in a while in my vlogs, I'll talk about what I was editing or what camera I'm using, but it's been a while since I've given a comprehensive list of all of my equipment and what is currently working for me, and I feel like it's about time. This video is a little bit overdue low-key, so today I'm going to be sharing with you guys all of the equipment I use, where you can get it, how I use it, and just in general my vlogging process. I feel like everyone has a slightly different process. I know a lot of people do a lot of things very similarly, and if you are new to YouTube or vlogging and you want to start, just know that there's not one right way to do anything, which is what I've learned is the biggest misconception. You don't have to buy all of the things that everyone else is using. Literally whatever works for you, and it is your own personal video diary, so don't be afraid to experiment and explore and do fun things like that. But this is what I'm currently using, and honestly I found that it really caters to myself and my lifestyle. And then also I'll have all the products linked down in the description box. I have an Amazon storefront thingy that has like all of the products that I bought literally from Amazon, so you can check that out for camera equipment, all the equipment, things like that. I have it all in there, so yes. Let's just get into it. Like I said, I've been vlogging for years now. My process has changed a lot, but for 2025, this is what I'm going into using, and I'm gonna be filming some travel vlogs later in the year, so I'm really excited to test out my new kind of setup. If you are just starting out, all you really need is a camera and some kind of editing software. You can do a lot of it honestly on your phone if you want to. I personally think the #1 camera that everyone should get started using is just your phone. I started with just my phone years ago, and I filmed probably 4 years on just my iPhone, and it was fine. iPhone's quality is really good for starting out vlogging. It's also easy and something that you already are used to, and the front cam makes the screen huge so you can see everything that you're filming. I honestly was really reluctant to switch onto a real camera, and once I did, there's no going back now, but using a new camera has a few learning curves, so honestly I feel like starting off on your phone is not even a bad idea. I currently have the newest iPhone, which I honestly forgot what number that is. I think it's the 16. I upgrade my phone to the highest storage capacity so I can store as much videos as possible. These days, I don't film with my phone unless it's out of absolute necessity, either because I can't bring in a camera or I'm too shy to bring in my camera, which is the only downside to having an actual camera, is that's kind of clunky. Also, it's good for photos. So sometimes I put photos in my vlogs, and those come from my iPhone too. If you guys are curious what camera I'm actually using right now, this is the Sony ZV-E10, and I will take some videos of it on my other camera that I use, but I will get to that in a second. My ZV-E10 is my baby. I love her so much. I've been using her since 2022. This was the second or third camera. I actually tried out a couple before. I tried out like the Mark III or the Mark II or something that everyone else uses, but I really just couldn't get behind it. So I'm using the Sony ZV-E10. I have it in the white color, which is really cute and honestly has influenced all of my other tech buying for vlogging. I try to get things in white when I can, just because like now it fits the aesthetic, you know? I have a 0.15mm lens on it. I actually used to use this lens, which was a 0.25, but I felt like this one was low-key way too close for me. So after like a couple years, I switched out to this one, which I think might be a fisheye lens. I don't know, but it does distort things on the side. So if you are angled on like the side of your frame, you're gonna get a little bit strange. But I really like the wide angle because I like having a lot of the background. I like not taking up a lot of the frame so that you can see my environment, especially when I'm vlogging out and about. I really love backgrounds, so I like this lens personally a lot. The only thing about if you get into cameras, it's a slippery slope because you can do different lenses, you can customize it a lot, and then that is a lot of money. I'm not one of those people who has a camera and like leaves it on display all the time and only takes it on vacation. Like, I am using my camera every single day. So it's one of those things where it's not gonna stay prim and proper forever, but you know, to be loved is to be changed. My last camera that I use 3 cameras for vlogging. So I use this one primarily. I use my phone sometimes, which is always a good addition and is always on me. But my last thing is actually on my car keys. This is my car keys. It has, you know, cute little Miffy things. And when I go out and about, I clip my car keys onto my belt buckle and I don't have to worry about it. And I have a tiny little camera in here. Look how cute this baby is. So this is the Insta360. Oh, I'm holding it upside down. So this is the Insta360 Go 3S in 128 gigabytes. This is basically a GoPro, but I got this one and not a GoPro for a couple different reasons, but primarily this is a super teeny tiny camera. You flip this upwards and then you can see yourself connecting. And then there we go. And the best part is that you can hold this button and this piece comes out. So the actual camera part, it's still filming, is super duper tiny. Like, look at that. This is so small. And the back is magnetic. So anything you have that's magnetic, you can clip this onto, you can clip it to, and while you're out and about vlogging, you can get all sorts of cool angles. It's not the most practical in terms of like getting very cinematic shots or anything, but when you want a fun shot, when I do slice of life stuff, sometimes you just want more variety. So this has been my little toy that I play with. You know, this makes vlogging pretty fun. This also shoots in 4K. All of my devices shoot in 4K and I upload in 4K. Oh, and it's filming right now. Hello, friends. You see me? This is how the GoPro looks. But yeah, I just think it's so cute. This little camera also connects to your phone, so it makes it super easy for you to do things. And the final thing that I think everyone wants to hear about is editing software, how I edit, things like that. This is my laptop. I don't go many places without my camera and my laptop combo. These are my babies. I literally love them with my whole heart. One of the things I use my laptop for is Squarespace, which is actually the sponsor of today's video, but also a really big part of my online career and how I am able to make money off of this. So if you guys haven't heard about Squarespace, they're the perfect website building platform. I build my website off of them personally, and I've been using them for years now to run my business online. I have an online shop where I sell a lot of my art and stuff, and Squarespace makes it all possible for me. And there's a couple of reasons why I really love using Squarespace over other platforms. Squarespace has amazing SEO tools that help you get discovered online. So when you're making a new website and people Google you, they have different tools that help people get directed towards your website. If you guys haven't built your own website before, they have a lot of different guides that kind of help you and ease you into it. I personally really wanted to just go off of a template because I feel like that met all of my needs, and they have a lot of different ones. So even if you do use a template, it doesn't look like your website was made from a template. And lastly, their commerce tools are my absolute favorite. Since I run a shop online, it's really helpful when a platform has different avenues to help you guide and manage your sales, and Squarespace has all of that. So if you guys want to check them out, you can head to squarespace.com/TiffanyWeng. You can use a code TiffanyWeng for a discount off your first purchase of a website or domain. And thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring this segment of the video. And now let's get back to talking about my laptop. So I have the MacBook Pro 16-inch 2021, and I have 2 terabytes of storage on here, which is a lot. You really don't need that much. I have it mostly because the last laptop I had was for over 10 years. I will probably keep this one for hopefully even longer. I'm pretty resistant to change, which is also why it's impressive I've even gotten this far with my whole setup. But I intend to have this laptop for a really, really long time. So a lot of the storage, I primarily use it for video editing. I film in 4K, like I said, so the video files are really, really large, and I like doing long form content, so I need a lot more space because some of my vlogs can go for like 30 minutes to an hour long. You can also use an external hard drive. I used to, but I semi-recently, within the last year, kind of got burned by one. It like crashed on me and destroyed all of my footage, even though it was a really nice, expensive, and reputable brand. I haven't used hard drives for a bit. I'm gonna try not to keep my data in kind of one place. And usually once I finish editing a video, I delete it, so I get my storage back. But a lot of people ask me about what I use to edit, and I use Final Cut Pro, which is what I think a lot of YouTubers used to use back in the day. I honestly don't really follow up with what YouTubers are currently using. I think most people either use Adobe Premiere or Final Cut. I like Final Cut because it's a a lot more intuitive in my opinion, and just easier to use and user-friendly. So I've been using Final Cut for years now, and I was using Final Cut even before I started using YouTube, so it's just already what I was comfortable with. A lot of people ask for like my editing style, and I don't really know how to explain it. I think once you get into editing yourself, you can just see what other people do and kind of like emulate it yourself. So I like to take inspo from different YouTubers and just kind of see how they edit their videos. If I find something that really resonates with me, I will implement it in my own videos. I've been trying to do more transitions lately. I shrink down my footage a lot, so it feels like a little bit of like a scrapbooky moment. I like to add a lot of text. I do minimal sound effects, but I really like the clicking sound. Some people ask the font that I use. I think I use Rainy Day for the little pixel one. I also have a handwritten font that I use sometimes by myself. I use DS Digital when it comes to dating stuff. Honestly, I spend a lot of time editing, and when you do YouTube, depending on what your process is, mine personally is almost as much time I spend filming and making my art, I spend editing, kind of perfecting the footage, because I feel like I work so hard to get the footage that I want to make it look good, you know? So as some runner-ups, my other items that I like to use to document my life are my Instax camera. I'm using this because Hot Dog has taken off the head of my Sunny Angel and I need to reglue it, but I've yet to do that. This has a little Miffy bell on it, a little Miffy bell. But I love this little camera. This one's just fun to play with. I also have a printer, which is much larger, but these two are just fun when I like want to scrapbook or do some documenting or things like that. And I feature it in my vlogs pretty often these days. I just like to remember things that happened forever. So I kind of record things in like a lot of different mediums. But overall, yeah, that's everything. Oh, if you're curious about my laptop case, I just have a clear case and I put some Polaroids in there. I put some photos in there, some stickers in there, and that is how I keep my stuff protected. So yeah, that's pretty much all of the equipment that I am using in 2025. Oh, other than my mic, hold on, wait. I use a microphone too. I almost forgot. OMG, I didn't even gather this when I was getting all my stuff. This is in my Monchichi pouch. But I use Rode microphones. I don't actually use them very often when I am just in my house, although maybe I should. I use this in my RISD vlog. You can see it sometimes. I use it a lot when I go out in public. These days, I've been filming in my house a lot because I've been making a lot of stuff, but it's a 2-piece microphone. So here's the other piece. And you just attach this one to like your shirt or something, and then you just have it. Oh, it's so cute. I have a little bunny on mine. I take these a lot when I travel or when I go out and about and vlog, but when I'm in my house, I don't really use it because I just don't think there's a need. But these are honestly so great. Again, I was very stubborn and skeptical about trying something new, but these microphones are literally great. They do not come with this bunny sticker on it though. That is all me, I fear. I think they're compatible with iPhone. I only use them with my camera, so I don't know, but I think I've seen people use them. So yeah, that is my whole entire gear setup for vlogging and everything. You really don't have to start off with this many fancy things. Again, like I said, you can literally just use your phone and maybe a laptop if you have one to edit. But yeah, if you guys ever feel like getting any upgrades, these ones are the ones I recommend. Again, I'll have everything linked down in the description box and also my Amazon storefront if you want to see exactly what I bought. Let me know if you guys have literally any questions, because I love talking about this stuff to the extent that I know it. I literally only know the things that pertain to me and my situation. If you guys want to know anything about what I use and stuff, let me know in the comments and I will do my best to answer everything. But I think that is it for today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching, for hanging out with me. I really, really appreciate you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay hydrated, take a nap. I will see you when I see you.